All right, guys, you know the deal. First of the month, this is the time where new Patreon content drops. Now, Andy, here's the game show. Game show is Andy and Alex playing right now. I will clean the studio for the next 6 weeks if you can tell me what album we're doing. What is it?
It's a Bob Dylan record.
Oh,
for sure,
so
for
close,
sure.
so close. That is correct, but it's incorrect because you don't know the album. Here's the deal. We don't even know what album we're hitting yet. It's being voted on Patreon. We don't know it yet. I don't know if it's Blonde on Blonde, Highway 61 Revisited. Not sure. It's got to be something good, and we're excited for it. It's our first Bob Dylan record ever.
Now, for the movie, I do know this one. It's A Hard Day's Night, the Beatles movie, man.
Ooh.
I have no idea what that's gonna consist of. I know the Beatles have done a couple movies in their heyday. No idea what that's like. Probably cool banter, maybe some funny jokes.
Plus, access to every other full-length album we've reacted to, all the movies. It's all on Patreon. Less than a cup of coffee.
Link in description. We'll see you there. Hey guys, hope you're having a great day as well as a great life.
As well as a great life. Now we're in the Freedom Shack still, but we are slightly more comfortable due to the couches. So the couches, like it's plural. That's so funny. No, due to the couch. But we're here with James Taylor, excited about it.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's going to sound like or what his whole deal is. I just know I've heard his name throughout I want to say my entire life. It's hard to know sometimes. You hear some of these names, whether it just sounds so classic, like you had to have heard it at early age, or if you actually have heard of them. But James Taylor sounds like a name I've just freaking heard. What about you?
Definitely heard of him because my mom tried to get me to listen to him forever, and I never did because I thought his name sounded like a singer-songwriter, which your boy was right, you know?
But now you've grown since then.
Now I've grown, and now I love that sort of stuff. So I'm really excited. I also, looking at the camera, it looks like we're in a basement somewhere smoking too much weed.
Dude.
Some parents in the 1970s were like, I don't know what they're doing down there, but they're making a stench. Yeah, either way, let's just get ready to start it. I'm excited. James Taylor, let's do it.
Just yesterday morning, they let me know you were gone. Suzanne, the plans they made put an end to you. I walked out this morning and I wrote down this song. I just can't remember who to send it to. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend.
Great melody.
But I always thought that I'd see you again.
Cool atmosphere.
Won't you look down upon me, Jesus? You gotta help me make a stand. Just got to see me through another day. My body's aching and my time is at hand. I won't make it any other way. Whoa, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. Seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you again. Been walking my mind to an easy time, my back turned towards the sun. Lord knows when the cold wind blows, it'll turn your head around. Well, there's hours of time on the telephone line to talk about things to come. Sweet dreams and flying machines in pieces on the ground. Whoa, I've seen fire and I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've seen lonely times when I could not find a friend. But I always thought that I'd see you, baby, one more time again now. Thought I'd see you one more time again. There's just a few things coming my way this time around now. Thought I'd see you, thought
such an interesting end.
Dude, I could have listened to another 3 to 5 songs of that before I would have like gotten out of the sauce.
Dude, 1970.
It's really good.
Dude, I feel the same.
And it wasn't doing
Gosh.
anything that was like specifically crazy. Like,
Yeah.
it just felt like a dude singing. I mean, obviously really, really talented, really, really good, but in a way where he wasn't trying to be prolific.
This feels like a song where, like, almost any guy who's like almost like, let's say, like in his early 20s, late 20s, whatever it is, he's like working at a job and he's like driving home from work every night. And he's just having these like some kind of introspective like moments as he drives home every night.
Yeah.
Started learning guitar and how to like write songs a little bit, a couple chords, and he kind of just comes up with it almost.
Yeah, this
like, really feels like that.
This is one of those songs that I've said it before, but I feel like there are some songs that are written not because you tried, but because they had to come out. Like, you were just like, I just have this emotion. And I do think everybody's kind of felt that feeling. And if you haven't, good on you. Where you're like, dang, out of all the things that I've been through, all the terrible stuff that has happened to me and like whatever, like all these possibilities, the one thing that I thought would never happen, I thought it was an inevitability that I would see you again. Like, we had some connection. We had something, whether that's a friend, a lover, I'm assuming in this case, a family member, something where you're like,
Yep.
dang, like out of everything that I thought could happen and I planned for and I even like understood, he was like, this didn't even come close. Like, I didn't even think this was a reality.
No, it's freaking amazing how it captures that feeling. I feel like everyone's kind of had periods of their life where, you know, they would listen to this song. Like, if they knew this song, like, was that perfect song to represent that
Yes,
feeling for them,
yeah.
they'd be listening to it every single drive home from wherever they are.
I was
You know
actually
what I mean?
thinking this is the only time a song has ever made me feel like this on the channel, which is unique, which is it brought me back to when I was younger, like 6th, 7th grade, somewhere in that time period. 6th through 8th grade, I was playing Little League football. And the place was, we always had to drive this we had this like 1970s truck that we drive, and I would always get driven to practice on these like back dirt roads, and we'd listen to whatever the country radio station was on at the time. I'm not a huge fan of country, but I like country. I can do it on occasion, especially in a moment like that. And this reminds me of those moments when we were driving to practice and the sun, like whatever, like the time changes, and so it starts to get darker a little early, so the sun's starting to set as you're pulling in, and you can smell the grass, and you're like coming through the woods, and you finally see the clearing of the trees where you have to go down this dirt road to the football field, and it like gave me that sense of peace, and like whether you're leaving or coming to there, where like that drive almost feels like a capsule in time and space, where it's just like there really isn't anything else going on besides that drive, besides the windows rolled down, these like crank windows. Like, it just gave me that feeling, brought me back there.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
It gave me, now that you say that, it reminds me, I kind of had like, I wasn't pinpointing the memory, but it makes me think back to like growing up in Georgia, like driving around with my dad and him playing like country songs that he loved.
Yeah.
And not to get too personal, but around the time when my parents were divorcing and stuff, and almost me, like, because he would play kind of somber sounding songs like this, and it almost like I would almost like put myself in his head of like, because you kind of know what's happening, you know, and you get like these somber emotions of just like, dang, like, not like people in the situations are like feeling things, you know, and they're just kind of like pushing through, just driving and just playing songs like this and just kind of keeping it moving, and it's like insane.
Yeah,
But
way to break my heart with a divorce story. Thank you very much. I try to be nice, but you know.
No, it's all good.
I'm like uplifting. I'm like, oh, it's childhood, nice memory. And you're like, my parents got divorced. Mine did too. It's all good. We're a team.
But yeah. No, really, also happy memories too. Like, of just like, I think there is kind of like that. This feels rudimentary to like a lot of country music.
And I was thinking that too.
Stuff, like,
Yeah,
in a general sense, because there's also like happy country songs too that have verses that are very similar to this, where it had to take even like country from like the early 2000s and stuff, like where taking even like melodies and stuff and all of it and kind of just reusing it in a certain way. And I really like the song. I think
Dude, we need to drive. We need to take a road trip. We've been talking about all these road trip playlist songs. You and I need to do an Andy and Alex road trip, stop in a bunch of cities, see some people fans of the channel, listen to some good music on the road. Oh, you know, it'd be awesome.
What's that?
We should do it and do like a live stream of it. And do it for charity.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying?
That'd be very freaking cool.
Even better.
That'd be very cool.
Big old charity live stream. I don't know. This is a great song. This is even above a driving song, because this is like a specific. This is like the road can't have been paved within the last 26 years type of driving song.
Because it's like not about the driving. It's about like you're cruising and you're not that you're not paying attention to the road, but you're really like almost like out of body experience, like feeling a feeling, and it's satisfying that, and you're kind of like on autopilot a little bit and just like existing or moving like in the direction that you know you have to go, but like your mind isn't presently there, it's somewhere else. And this is like supporting
this
that
is great
feeling.
What are we rating it? It was so good we forgot to. What do you want to rate it?
I mean, I think I know we gushed a crap ton, and I think it like I think probably for me A+.
Yeah, I was gonna try to do an A, and I didn't know how to do a plus.
A+, but I think this is probably S tier for a lot of people who like grew up with it and stuff and were there like for it 100%. But no, I think it's an impeccable freaking tune. Like, this is a solid A+.
Yeah, this feels like
very
A+.
strong.
Yeah, it's just a great song. This is just phenomenal. There was nothing bad about it.
Yeah, it's very authentic. Like,
musically, everything was great. Like the guitar tone, the piano tone, everything was done well. The
all
one
the
thing I want to
strings.
say before we go into it, the drums, dude.
Oh my God,
that guy
yes.
was slamming them in that one space, and I love that they let him do that.
Yep, it was in the most perfect way.
Yeah.
Not over drumming, really just creating that intensity and that dynamic like,
in that one moment
the song needed.
And then tucks right back in. Either way, A+ song, super good. Let us know what we need to do next with James Taylor, where to go next in general, and tell us what cities we should stop in our little tour. With that being said, we'll catch you later.
Peace.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching the video. You know the drill. There's a suggested video up there, but the real cheese, the real sauce on this bun is right here. If you want to watch the first ever time we've gone through any Bob Dylan album, right here on Patreon, less than a cup of coffee. You saw it at the top. If you stayed till now, you got to do it.